Last night, something strange happened in Luma Creek. The glow orb that lights every child's bedtime story suddenly went dark. Curious little Mira followed a trail of glowing footprints into the woods, only to find a tiny creature made of light. Flicker. He didn't mean to steal the glow. He just wanted to learn how to shine brighter. So Mira shared her book, and together they discovered the truth. Learning grows when it's shared, not taken. And as the words lit up the forest, the glow returned, brighter than ever.
Yes, the entire story segment you just saw was generated by GROK. And honestly, a lot of people still think GROK is only good for quick clips or a few images, but the more you use it, the more you start noticing that it's actually insanely good at something most people never talk about: long videos with stable characters. I'm talking about actual full-length story videos where everything stays consistent: faces, proportions, outfits, the whole vibe, from the very first frame to the very last. So today, I'm basically walking you through the exact workflow I use whenever I build these longer videos. And once you get the rhythm of it, you can stretch a story to whatever length you want. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, a full hour. Whatever you want, the method scales with no limits. Everything starts really simply. I open ChatGPT and ask it to write me a kid-friendly little story, something soft and wholesome, usually with a Pixar-like tone. I keep it simple with just 2 main characters so the visual consistency later stays tight. ChatGPT gives me the story broken into connected scenes, and each scene comes with a prompt that I'll eventually paste into GROK. That becomes the backbone of the entire video. When I'm ready to start building the visuals, I grab the prompt for the first scene and drop it into GROK. Before generating anything, I switch from video mode to image mode and set it to a 16:9 aspect ratio, since that's the cleanest format for YouTube. GROK gives me a few different image options, and I pick the one with the look I want for my main character. That single image becomes the master design for everything else. After choosing it, I hit Make Video, and GROK transforms it into a smooth short clip with natural movement and stable lighting. That becomes Scene 1. But this is where most people hit a wall. When you move to Scene 2 and paste the next prompt, GROK gives you new images again, and the character often looks completely different. Maybe a different face, different colors, different proportions. It's subtle, but if you're trying to build a long story, even small inconsistencies stand out immediately. So the trick is not to generate Scene 2 from scratch. Instead, you use the end of Scene 1 to force consistency forward. What I do is place Scene 1 all the way to the final frame, pause it, copy that last frame, and paste it into GROK's image box. Sometimes GROK immediately starts auto-generating from it, but that's something you can turn off in the settings. The important thing is that this final frame becomes the anchor for the next scene. After pasting the image, I grab the prompt for Scene 2 and paste it right under the frame. When I generate now, GROK uses that final frame as the visual base, so the character becomes perfectly consistent from Scene 1 to Scene 2. And that's the secret that makes long-form videos work. Scene 3 works exactly the same way. I grab the last frame of Scene 2, paste it into GROK, paste the next prompt underneath, and generate again. Before I go deeper into more scenes, I usually disable the auto generation so GROK doesn't instantly start generating the second I paste an image. Once that's off, the whole process becomes predictable and smooth. Last frame in, next prompt below, new scene generated. Repeat. As long as you keep doing that, the character never shifts. Their face shape, their clothes, their posture, everything stays identical. When all the scenes are finally done, I open my scene list in GROK and download everything. At this point, your entire story is visually ready. The only thing missing is narration, and instead of using all those external voice tools people used to rely on, I just keep everything simple. I let ChatGPT generate the narration for my story and use its text-to-speech feature, and at the same time, I open my recording software and record the entire narration from start to finish. It keeps everything clean, natural, and consistent, and I can control the timing however I want. Once I have the narration recorded, I jump into my editing software, CapCut in my case, and drag in all the scene clips plus the recorded audio. I set the project to 16.9, place each clip on the timeline in order, scale them to around 120% so they fill the whole frame, and sync the narration to the visuals. When everything lines up and feels smooth, I export the full video.
Last night, something strange happened in Luma Creek. The glow orb that lights every child's bedtime story suddenly went dark. Curious little Mira followed a trail of glowing footprints into the woods, only to find a tiny creature made of light. Flicker. He didn't mean to steal the glow. He just wanted to learn how to shine brighter. So Mira shared her book, and together they discovered the truth. Learning grows when it's shared, not taken. And as the words lit up the forest, the glow returned, brighter than ever.
The final result always surprises people. It looks like a complete animated short film rather than a bunch of disconnected clips. Every character stays the same, every scene flows into the next, and nothing feels out of place. And because the method relies on the last frame trick, you can pretty much extend your story forever. New scenes, new moments, new chapters, however far you want to take it, the workflow scales right along with you. And once you really get used to it, you'll probably find that you can build full episodes in a single afternoon. If anything ever feels a bit off, it's usually because your very first character image wasn't solid enough, or the final frame you copied wasn't the clearest one. But once you master choosing the right anchor frames, the whole process becomes automatic. Story, first image, first clip, last frame, next scene, next frame, next clip, and you can just keep going. And that's basically the whole thing. Simple, repeatable, and way more powerful than most people expect. GROK absolutely can make long-form videos if you guide it correctly, and this method gives you full control over consistency, pacing, and visual style. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support truly motivates me to keep creating. And if you run into any issues, feel free to drop your questions in the comments.